In this showcase, we look at my first custom for 2023. After making my custom He-Man figure, I kind of got inspired. Got a good deal on these Hercules bodies. Best Buy is running a deal right now. Plus, if you buy 2 of them, you get free shipping. And they give you 3 months of YouTube Premium for free. Win-win. So I ended up ordering a few extra Hercules figures for make custom. So this actually was my Herc on my shelf. I pulled them off my shelf and ordered a replacement because I want to work on Conan. If you're an old-time collector, you kind of recognize some of the parts on this. I used some of the parts off the Legendary Comic Book Heroes Conan figure. I had that sitting on my shelf for a long time. It was a good figure for back in its day, but comparing it to modern figures, it was a little lacking. To me, it was a little small for Conan, especially back then it was fine, because he was like one of the bigger figures in that size proportion of figures. But comparing it to modern figures, he looked kind of shrimpy. Plus, some of the articulation was dated and looked ugly. So I had to take the parts from that figure, modify them, work with a new modern retro Hercules figure. Pop the fur piece off the back, trimmed off the tabs that was on there, so that's actually a loose piece instead of glued to the figure now. So I can actually take this piece off and the sword holster and sword off for a different look. I took the loincloth off. It was actually sandwiched in between the two, the torso and the waist. So cracked the waist piece and was able to remove the loincloth piece, and hollowed it out where it's a slip-on piece where it fits over top the waist of the Hercules figure. The bracers took a little bit of work because they were actually part of the forearms on the Conan figure. So I actually had to cut those off, hollow them out to make them actually slip-on pieces for the fit onto the Hercules arms. This side was easier than this side. This side actually had a widening out. I had to use I taped up the forearm with some electrical tape and used some green stuff to widen the band. Then the spikes didn't match up, so I ended up just trimming off all the original spikes. These are actual metal spikes I glued on. They're actually meant for fingernail art. I bought these for another custom project I'm working on. So it worked out fine, perfect for these. Since I had to widen the bracer, the end ring was cut off, so I dribbled it down, and I put an O-ring around found that O-ring the right size, glued the O-ring around the bottom of the bracer, painted it up to match up the other bracer. It turned out really nice. So same thing with the fur. I cut up the boots from the original Conan figure. I cut the fur off, hollowed them out. Didn't fit all the way around. I ground down some of the Hercules boots, and once I cut these in the middle, I cut them and resculpted the missing gap for the back of the boots. Same way I resculpted over top the skin patches on the boots, on the Hercules boots. The feet are actually 2000X Motu feet. One's a straight up Motu foot. Those Motu figures, they had like these squat poses, fixed ankles. One of them I actually spliced in the back. So as you can see, this one is the full Motu foot. You see the little square on the bottom? They have computer chips in those Motu figures. And this one uses the back heel of the Hercules foot. So I actually spliced these two together and resculpted to match. And this one has actually just made the heel a little bit bigger, so they matched up lengthwise. Those worked out really good. Give those a paint job. Touched up the paint on the gold. The head, I just basically just drilled it out to fit the Hercules body. Easy upgrade for a lot better Conan. Love how this turned out. It's because the original Conan didn't have any body hair either. This one's got the hairy chest, hairy arms. To me, that's more fitting for Conan. The paintwork is from the original Toy Biz figure. It's just, they used to go all out and paint. I did a little bit of touch up on here and there, but other than that, I just painted the boots, painted the bracers, touched up the belt, put a little bit of wash on, or touch up the silver. That's all the paintwork is done on this one, but it turned out nice. I have a great looking Conan for my shelf, and that's it. Love how this turned out. anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.